While the world is hibernating, the elite gardener is calculating. Most people treat January as a month of rest, a time to sit by the fire and wait for the catalogs to arrive. That is a tactical error. In the world of self-sufficiency, time is the only currency that matters. Every week you spend waiting for spring is a week of productivity you've permanently surrendered. Today, we aren't just talking about gardening. We're talking about a biological head start that will make your neighbors wonder how you're harvesting baskets of food while their plants are barely 6 inches tall. We've selected 10 specific crops that thrive on a January start. By the end of this, you won't just have a to-do list, you'll have a blueprint for food security. Let's dive into the 2 heavy hitters that will change your summer game. 1. The high-yield tomato. If you want the crown for the first vine-ripened tomato in your zip code, you start in January. Period. Most people wait until March, which is why they're still eating grocery store cardboard in July. By starting your tomatoes now, specifically your indeterminate or early bird varieties, you are building a massive vegetative engine. Tomatoes are light-hungry and heat-dependent, but they are also creatures of habit. When you start them in late January, under intense LED lights, you are allowing the plant to develop a thick, woody main stem and a complex root system before it ever touches the outdoor soil. You aren't planting a seedling in April, you're planting a teenager. The secret for January tomatoes is potting up. As the plant grows, you keep moving it to a larger container, burying the stem deeper each time to encourage adventitious roots. By the time the last frost passes, your January-started tomatoes will be physiologically ready to flower. You aren't just saving $3 per tomato, you're buying back your summer. 2. The calorie king, potatoes. Next, we move to the foundation of any survival garden, potatoes. Specifically, the process of chitting. In January, your goal isn't to put them in the cold, wet ground yet, it's to wake them up. Most gardeners buy their seed potatoes in April and put them straight in the soil. Those potatoes then spend 3 weeks just figuring out which way is up. By starting in January, you place your seed potatoes in egg cartons in a cool, bright room. This chitting process triggers the eyes to grow short, powerful, green sprouts. These sprouts are tough. They are light-adapted. When you finally plant these pre-sprouted tubers in early spring, they explode out of the ground. While your neighbor's potatoes are still dormant, yours are already photosynthesizing. This head start is the difference between a mediocre harvest and a massive calorie surplus that can feed your family through next winter. It's about forcing the plant to work on your schedule, not the weather's. 3. The long game onions. If you want onions the size of softballs, you have to ignore the onion sets sold at hardware stores. Those are essentially stunted 2-year-old plants that are prone to bolting. The professional secret? Starting from seed in January. Onions are sensitive to day length. They spend the first half of their lives growing leaves and the second half turning those leaves into bulb layers. By starting in January, you give the plant a massive leaf-growing window. The more leaves you have by the summer solstice, the bigger your onion will be. Sowing onion seeds now requires patience. They look like tiny blades of grass for weeks. But underneath that soil, a robust root system is forming. These January-seeded onions will have better storage life, better disease resistance, and a significantly lower cost per pound than anything you buy in a bag. 4. The winter-proof leek. Leeks are the special forces of the vegetable garden. They do not care about the cold. They do not care about the snow. But they do care about time. Leeks are slow. If you start them in the spring, you'll be harvesting pencil-thin stalks in the fall. Starting leeks in January allows them to reach that thick gourmet diameter by the time the first frost hits in autumn. The beauty of the leek is its garden storage capability. Unlike other crops that must be harvested and processed, leeks can sit in the frozen ground until you need them for a winter stew. They are a living pantry. Starting them now is an investment in your December dinner table. 5. The heat-seeking pepper. Peppers are tropical. They are the last to wake up and the first to die when the cold returns. Because of this, their window of opportunity in most climates is dangerously small. Starting your peppers, especially the superhots like habaneros or ghost peppers, in January is non-negotiable. These varieties can take up to 21 days just to germinate. If you wait until March, you're basically hoping for an unusually warm October just to see a single red fruit. 6. The nutritious spinach. Let's talk about immediate returns. While the tomatoes and peppers are playing the long game, spinach is your quick win. Spinach loves the cold. In fact, it hates the sun. If you sow spinach in January, inside a cold frame or a simple unheated plastic tunnel, you are tapping into the sweetness factor. Cold temperatures trigger spinach to convert its starches into sugars to prevent its cells from freezing. This results in the best-tasting greens you will ever experience. 7. The soil-building broad bean. Number 7 is the broad bean, or fava bean. This is a strategic move for your soil as much as your stomach. Broad beans are incredibly hardy. They can survive deep freezes. By sow them in January, you are taking advantage of a time when the soil is usually dormant. Broad beans fix nitrogen. Their roots host bacteria that literally pull fertilizer out of the air and put it into your ground. When you harvest these beans in late spring, you don't pull the plant up, you cut it down, leaving the nitrogen-rich roots for your heavy-feeding summer crops. It's a plant that pays you back twice. 8. The early season pea. There is no flavor more indicative of a successful garden than the first pea snapped off the vine. But peas have a very short window. They flourish in the cool, damp spring and die the second the thermometer hits 80 degrees. Starting your peas in January, indoors in deep cells or under cloches outside, ensures that you maximize that cool weather window. You want your peas to be 6 inches tall by the time the spring rain arrives. This ensures a massive harvest before the summer heat shuts them down. It's about beating the clock. 9. The indestructible kale. If there was a doomsday crop, it would be kale. It is virtually impossible to kill. Starting kale in January indoors means you will have massive, leathery leaves ready for harvest by April. Kale started now can be harvested using the cut-and-come-again method for nearly 10 months straight. It will provide a continuous stream of vitamins A, C, and K. While other gardeners are just buying their first starts from the nursery, your January kale will already be an established green machine providing daily nutrition for your family. 10. The perennial asparagus. We finish with the ultimate test of a gardener's wisdom: asparagus. You don't plant asparagus for this year, you plant it for the next 20 years. January is the time to order and plant crowns. By getting these dormant roots into the ground now, you allow them to wake up with the natural cycle of the earth. Asparagus is a high-value crop. In the store, it's a luxury. Conclusion. So, why January? Because the calendar is a lie. The growing season doesn't start when the flowers bloom. It starts when the gardener decides to take action. The 10 crops we discussed today, from the early start tomatoes and the pre-sprouted potatoes to the soil-building beans and the perennial asparagus, are your tools for independence. Every seed you press into the soil this week is a vote for a future of abundance. It's a statement that you will not be dependent on a system that charges $3 for a single tomato. Stop scrolling. Stop waiting. The soil is calling, the lights are ready, and the head start is yours for the taking. January is where the year is won. Now, get out there and start planting.